popping, the blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a hissy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, and she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top 4 for bridge. My black boys, I got boys that knock off your lid. I doubt you're gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Woo! Listen, I don't trust her soul. No, I said, what you mean? Whoa. I said, what you mean? Woo! You thought I was finished, you thought it was over. You thought I retired, you thought I went fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like a molar roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. Black flag boy, truck soldier. I'm cool with laws and Ayatollahs. Rap gods like Cyclops and Ogre. I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you. You think Rome still. And Bobby Brown about to go get. Paul McCartney, I'm rich. I'm Muhammad Ali, I talk. I'm James Brown, about to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson, some bad bag gon' get it. What you mean?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. And to call the action, as they have all year, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there. But you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go. Detroit! All right, now, look at 56. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Green, 3.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down following the run. Now they run with Mixon, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Time running out here on the play clock. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Gets it to Gordon. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be... giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll send Gordon in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Charles trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And he motions the wide receiver. Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco. And he's got Fitzgerald. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
That's what they were aiming for. You want to keep moving the sticks, get into a rhythm, gain confidence as you go along. And right now, mission accomplished.
On 1st down, Flacco to the right side. He's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Cooper will come in motion right. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position. And we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Cooper's got it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Flacco. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook from 13 yards out. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Let's go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play down, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, he's in the MVP race, no doubt. Last year, Zeke finishing 3rd, Fournette trying to better that.
Love his body control. Love how he's physical yet fluid when he runs his routes. And that's why he finds himself open so often.
Picking up where he left off in that great performance a week ago. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Operating off play action, Flacco. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Here's Flacco. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Raiders on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time it's 3rd and 3. In motion, the tight end. Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Fitzgerald. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there. He knew that was going to happen. In other words, he had to absorb that hit. How about him securing the football, churning the legs a little bit, and gaining what he needed for a 1st down?
Well, that's the deal. On 3rd down, these guys, they know where the sticks are. He obviously knew right there.
And if you want to be a dependable 3rd down receiver, you've got to be willing to absorb those types of hits and make those sort of plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Flacco, a veteran in these situations, hurrying his guys up. Second down, Flacco now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fitzgerald. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And the slot man goes in motion left. Play action. Flacco escaping the pressure right. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. In motion goes the tight end. And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. And Parkey's kick is good. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. In motion comes the tight end left. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Shift together here from the D-line. The slot man in motion right. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. And the tight end goes in motion left. Flacco here on second down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
In motion right is Fitzgerald. A first down carry here for Charles. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. Bootleg. Flacco. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Marquette King now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line and they run a toss play, I know it works, but ordinarily it takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that because only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now back to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Now Mixon, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down. On play action, they'll throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Five yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Fitzgerald. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. In motion left, Fitzgerald. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Flacco off play action. Now he's flushed out left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. So the D-line's going to spread out. Third down, Flacco from the gun. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On first down, Flacco. His throw incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And the slot man goes in motion left. Slot man moves right. And the play clock's running down. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the gun, Flacco. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
No, Jack, Patrick, Detroit!
On the toss, Mixon. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. It's a little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. Flacco from the gun. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. In motion right comes Gordon. Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
Here we go now. Back there in Philly. Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. They'll run here with Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Mumphrey with it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. The toss play to Mixon. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll send Gordon in motion left. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Flacco to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. Call it a pickup of 7. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Cooper, the man in motion right. Setting to throw. Flacco. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Jack Del Rio going to take a chance here. His guys going for it on 4th. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Raiders a 1st down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there, and he's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Raiders escape with a victory.